Arthur Curtis, you have been found guilty of a charge of armed robbery. This court has examined your case and finds that you have a rather unfortunate history. The fact that you are a first offender, however, prompts me to be...
Well, I'm very sorry, sir. Mr. Gunn, I'm Martin Hodges. In here, please.
You mentioned Judge Curlin on the phone.
Yes. It's difficult to believe he's dead, Mr. Gunn. He wasn't only a member here. He was the Gladstone Club.
Yes, I know. He was very well thought of.
He was the finest man I ever knew. I can't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill him? I have to know the real reason. I have to know.
Why is it so important to you, Mr. Hodges?
Honesty, I'm afraid, runs a very thin line. I appeared before Judge Curlin, charged with theft.
The judge sentenced you?
He studied my case, investigated it thoroughly, and decided to grant me probation. That was 27 years ago, Mr. Gunn.
Long time.
Jobs were scarce then. The judge talked with me, helped me to get a job. Here, and I've been here ever since.
I see. Well, just what is it I can do for you, Mr. Hodges?
Times improve, Mr. Gunn. I've managed to save nearly $1,000. It's yours.
For what?
Find out the true reason Judge Curlin was killed.
What would that do for you, Mr. Hodges?
Help me to sleep. Anyone who knew the judge knew the kind of a man he was. Even a prisoner would know. There has to be more to this, Mr. Gunn. Much more.
I'll see what I can find out.
Let me write you a check.
Oh, never mind, Mr. Hodges. Well, all the things you said about the judge, I've heard them before. I'd sort of like to find out the truth myself. Mr. Hodges?
Yes, Captain. I certainly understand, sir. Well, we're trying to find out how they smuggled the gun in now, sir. Yes, sir. Well, it's just a matter of...
How's the captain, Lieutenant?
I haven't been well.
I got a question.
The answer is no.
About that gun.
There are 79 trustees in the county jail. We are laboriously, patiently interviewing every one of them. It's not something you can do in a day. The captain thinks you can.
Sounds like a problem.
Problem? It's absolutely chaotic. In a few seconds, that phone will ring, and the captain will say... Lieutenant Jacoby. Yes, Commissioner. Yes, Commissioner. Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, I was just discussing that with the captain. Let me rephrase that. The captain was discussing it with me. Yes, sir. We certainly understand your position, Commissioner. Of course, Commissioner. Thank you very much for calling, Commissioner.
Well, as we were all saying,
Here, read it yourself. The prisoner, Arthur Curtis. One rap, no previous record. In front of Judge Curlin, he would have gotten 2, 3 years at the most. Maybe even probation.
doesn't sound like much of a reason for killing a judge.
That's the general idea. But still, somebody did smuggle a gun to him. Whoever he was taking a big chance.
Maybe not so big. Look, maybe for some reason he wanted the judge dead. So he sells the kid a story, tells him that he can get, 50 years for armed robbery. Then he convinces him that if he kills the judge, he'll arrange an escape for him. So the kid pulls the trigger.
Pretty fancy story.
Arthur Curtis wasn't very bright. He was also probably pretty scared. Tell him a convincing story, he would probably buy it.
It's a theory.
You got a better one?
All I know is we are interviewing 79 trustees. And while we're doing it, the captain is nervous. The commissioner is distraught. And the newspapers are murdering us.
Yeah, well, be of good cheer, Lieutenant.
What?
You haven't heard from the mayor yet.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I mean, what do you want, Murphy?
Pete.
Long time, Charlemagne.
That's the dirty word around here.
Sorry. How they going?
In and out.
But not you, huh?
Who wants out? Nothing but problems out there. I was out in 38, labor revolution. Everybody was on strike. Went out again in 41. What do you think? They tried to draft me. No, it's safer in here.
Well, look, Charlemagne, I need a little information.
Oh, now, Pete. You know better than that.
Well, I'm not asking you to be a stool pigeon.
I am a stool pigeon. I just don't want it to get around.
Well, the prisoner that shot Judge Curlin, Arthur Curtis.
He was a slowfoot.
Well, I'm not asking for a character study. I just want to know if he ever had any visitors.
This kind of information I am not allowed to divulge. But I do it constantly for a price.
How much?
12 cartons. Leave them at the front desk.
About the visitors?
2 guys. Big. Nasty. No imagination.
What do you mean?
They checked in as George Jones and John Smith.
How many visits?
3, 4.
You hear anything?
I'm not an eavesdropper. I'm a stool pigeon. One of them I wouldn't hire to sing in opera. He had a voice that went out to lunch. Almost talked in a whisper.
Well, that's not much to go on.
It's 12 cartons worth.
I'll leave them, Charlemagne.
Oh, Pete. That war in 41.
Yeah?
We won it, huh?
Yeah, I guess you might call it a victory. One of them yours, Joey?
Wish that one with the left hand was. Got all the moves. How you been, Pete?
Good, Joey.
Sweet. Sweet. Listen to him move, Pete.
Yeah, clever boy. Joey, you do a lot of listening.
You take too many, you wind up listening.
You heard a voice around lately? Sounds like sandpaper. Almost a whisper. Probably professional muscle.
I used to have a left like that.
Joey,
I heard the question, Pete.
I didn't hear an answer.
I don't like to see a guy overmatched.
Who's the man with the voice?
Why don't you get yourself a piece of this kid's contract, Pete? He's a goer.
All right, Joey. Forget it. I'll just ask around.
Pete,
Yeah?
there's one thing I like about you. You never quit when you're ahead. That was my problem. The guy's name is Kahane. He's rough, Pete. He got that throat in an alley a few years back. Before he started wearing a blackjack.
I still want him, Joey.
There's a bookstore over at 3rd and Hall. It's a front.
Keep your left up, Joey.
Thanks, Pete.
Help you? Yeah, I don't seem to be able to find what I'm looking for.
What's that?
Kahane.
What kind of a book's that?
It's a man. A nice, melodious voice.
You're probably looking for a music store, Mr.
Gunn. Why don't I just browse around?
I wouldn't advise it. Look, I'm just getting ready to close. Do I have to call a couple of cops to put you out?
Well, I'll come back some other time. Bring my library card.
Why don't you do that? You hear it?
Not all of it.
He was looking for you.
That much I heard.
Name was Gunn.
Pete Gunn's nosing around. He was just here looking for me.
Somebody's tied you in.
We don't know that.
We can't take any chances, can we?
What do you want me to do?
Kill him.
Treat me sweet and gentle when you say goodnight. Just squeeze me, but please don't tease me. I get sentimental when you hold me tight. Just squeeze me, but please don't tease me.
Good evening, Leslie.
Mr. Gunn, we're delighted to see you.
I'm delighted you're delighted.
One of your Civil War gentlemen so adroitly put it, if one cannot triumph over one's adversaries, it becomes politic to unite with them.
Well, I think the quotation goes, if you can't beat them, join them.
Quite. May I show you a table?
Well, you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Ooh, that's a knee slapper.
Leslie, I think I'll go to the bar.
I'm in ecstasy, so squeeze me, but please don't tease me. Squeeze me, but please don't tease me. Congratulations.
On what?
Getting by Leslie.
Well, you see, Leslie and I have a temporary non-aggression pact.
It's just like I told you.
Really? What'd you tell me?
Leslie is really very democratic.
I've known Republicans more democratic than Leslie.
Did you come here to talk about politics?
Well, as a matter of fact, I can think of a couple of other things.
Well, think.
The thinking process requires stimulation.
What sort of stimulation?
Oh, like, you could hold my hand.
Trouble with you is you're insecure.
Yeah, well, I've also got a lot of unresolved conflicts.
Have you tried a psychiatrist?
No, it'd just be a waste of money. I'd spend my whole hour talking about you.
Telephone, Mr. Gunn.
I'll be back.
Sure you will.
Oh, what's the matter? Don't you believe I'll be back?
Oh, you say you'll be back, he'll be back.
I'll be back.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. Even money?
I don't like the odds.
Hello?
Pete, this is Joey. I told you were pushing your luck. The word's out they're gonna hit you.
Oh.
I can't talk to you from here. Meet me at the gym, right away.
All right, Joey. Joey?
It's a shame, isn't it?
Well, Garth, what are you trying to win?
We're just trying to stay even.
So it was you that made Joey call me.
Joey was quite a conversationalist. That could get quite dangerous.
All right, so you got me here. What do you want?
The point is, what do you want?
That kid in the courtroom. What did you have to promise him to get him to kill the judge?
What makes you think I promised him anything?
Someone had to be behind the killing. Kahane visited the kid. It's not hard to figure the rest.
Go ahead. Figure it all the way.
You've got your finger in a lot of pies, Garth. What was the matter? Was the judge in your way?
Something like that.
Yeah. It's a pretty neat trick. You find a frightened kid, tell him that the judge will probably give him life, but if he'll pull the trigger, you and your boys will get him out of the courtroom.
That's fairly well thought out, and a little unfortunate.
Garth.
That has a little merit to it. The judge was heading up a citizens committee. He was getting evidence against Garth. Looks like he was doing a good job.
So he has him killed right in the courtroom in front of 40 or 50 witnesses. That way they can never get back to him.
Let's take a look at that gym.
Well, you don't expect to find Garth there.
No. We may find some evidence there. Come on. Say a body was there?
Right there.
And this is the rosin box you threw at him?
Yep.
Swell.
What do you mean, swell?
These are obviously the neatest assassins in town.
Look, Lieutenant, I told you what happened. I'm sorry if they were tidy.
Let's get out of here.
Now, wait a minute. You're not going to leave it at that, are you?
What do you suggest I do? I can just hear our testimony in court. You came to a deserted gym. And what did you find? A body. And there was a gunfight. After the gunfight, there was another body. I believed you. I came to the deserted gym. And what did I find? A deserted gym.
Maybe not so deserted. That bullet do anything for you?
It's a good thing they missed you.
Thanks.
I mean, we wouldn't have had any evidence.
Lieutenant, this may come as a deep surprise to you, but Garth's a cinch to make another try at me.
It's possible. I'll put out an APB on him right away.
Yeah, well, I don't like the odds.
What odds?
Of you getting to Garth before he gets to me.
I'll give you a couple of men.
No, I've got another way to go.
Look, Pete, I'm not one of your clients. You don't have to impress me. Garth thinks you know he'll kill you.
I just finished telling you that.
Pete. Pete!
It's for real up here, Kahane. Hold it!
Couldn't you have been more careful? Should have waited till he moved away from the vase.
A vase.
Vase?
If it costs more than $50, it's a vase.